You can change any negative situation in your life, but you can't change it with bad feelings. You have to react differently to the situation, because if you keep reacting negatively, your bad feelings will magnify and multiply the negativity. When you give good feelings, the positivity magnifies and multiplies. Even if you can't imagine how a particular situation can change into something positive, it can. The force of love always finds a way.
Love is a shield.
To take the power out of other people's negativity and not be affected by it, remember the magnetic fields of feelings surrounding each person. There's a field of love, joy, happiness, gratitude, excitement, passion, and a field for every good feeling. There's also a field of anger, discouragement, frustration, hate, desire for revenge, fear, and a field for every negative feeling. A person surrounded by a magnetic field of anger doesn't feel good at all, and so if you come into their presence, they will most likely direct their anger at you. They don't mean to harm you, but they can't see anything good when they're looking at the world through their field of anger. All they can see are things that anger them, and because they can only see anger, they are likely to get angry and hurl anger at the first person they see, often a loved one. Does this situation sound familiar? If you're feeling fantastic, the force of your magnetic field creates a shield that no negativity can penetrate. And so it won't matter what negativity anyone hurls at you. It cannot touch you, and it will bounce right off your feeling field without affecting you at all. On the other hand, if a person hurls something negative at you and you feel what they say, then you know that your feelings must have dropped because the negativity broke through your feeling field. There's only one thing to do if this happens, and that is to find an excuse to politely walk away so you can restore yourself with good feelings. 2 negative fields multiply at a rapid rate when they come into contact with each other, and no good can ever come of it. You will know this from your own life experience. 2 negative fields together are not a pretty sight.
Muddy water, let stand, becomes clear. Lao Tzu.
6th century BC, founder of Taoism.
If you are feeling sad, disappointed, frustrated, or any negative feeling, then you are looking at the world through that feeling field, and the world will look sad, disappointing, or frustrating to you. You cannot see anything good through a field of bad feelings. Not only is your negative field attracting more negativity to itself, but you will never see your way out of any problem until you change the way you feel. Changing the way you feel is easy compared to running around trying to change the circumstances of the outside world. All the physical action in the world cannot change the situation. Change your feelings and the outside circumstances will change.
The power is from within, but we cannot receive it unless we give it. Charles Haanel, early 20th century New Thought author.
When someone is surrounded by a magnetic field of joy, you can feel their joy touch you from across the room. People who are popular and who have magnetic personalities are simply people who feel good most of the time. The field of joy that surrounds them is so magnetic that it draws everybody and everything to them. The more you give love and feel good, the more magnetic your field becomes, and the more it expands, drawing everything and everyone you love to you. Imagine that.
Love is the power that connects everything.
When all the people in the world love one another, then the strong will not overpower the weak, the many will not oppress the few, the wealthy will not mock the poor, the honored will not disdain the humble, and the cunning will not deceive the simple. Mozi, 4th century BC Chinese philosopher.
You have opportunities every day to give love to other people through your good feelings. When you feel happy, it is your guarantee that you will be giving positivity and love to whomever you come into contact with. When you give love to anyone, the love will return to you, but in a far greater way than you may have realized. When you give love to another person, if your love affects the other person so positively that they then give love to someone else, then no matter how many people are positively affected, no matter how far your love travels, all that love comes back to you. Not only do you receive back the love you gave to the original person, you receive all the love back from everyone who was affected. And the love returns to you dressed as positive circumstances, positive people, and positive events in your life. On the other hand, if you negatively affect another person, so much that the person goes on to negatively affect someone else, then the negativity will return to you in full. You will receive it back in the form of negative circumstances affecting money, your career, your health, or your relationships. Whatever you give to another, you give to yourself.
If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Marcus Aurelius, 2nd century Roman emperor.
When you are feeling enthusiastic, happy and cheerful, those good feelings affect everyone you come into contact with. Even if you connect with a person just briefly in a store, on a bus or in an elevator, when your good feelings make a difference to any person you connect with, the effect of that one instance on your life is almost incomprehensible.
Remember, there's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act creates a ripple with no logical end. Scott Adams, contemporary cartoonist.
Love is the solution and the answer to every relationship. You can never improve a relationship with negativity. Use the creation process for your relationships and give love to receive. Use the keys to power for your relationships. Notice the things you love. Make lists of the things you love. Talk about the things you love. And turn away from the things you don't love. Imagine having the perfect relationship. Imagine it at the highest level you can and feel having it with all your heart. If you find it difficult to feel good about a relationship, then just love everything else around you and stop noticing the negative things in the relationship. Love can do anything for you. All you have to do is give love by feeling good, and any negativity in your relationships will fade away. Whenever you are faced with a negative situation in a relationship, the solution is always love. You won't know how it will be solved, and you can never know how. But if you maintain feeling good and give love, it will happen. The message from Lao Tzu, Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, and every great being is loud and clear. Love.
Points of power. With every single person you come into contact, you are either giving love or you're not. And based on what you give, that is what you receive. Give love to others through kindness, encouragement, support, gratitude, or any good feeling, and it comes back to you multiplied in every area of your life. Look for the things you love in a relationship more than you notice the negative things, and it will appear as if something incredible has happened to the other person. Trying to change another person, thinking you know what is best for another person, thinking you are right and another person is wrong, is not giving love. Criticizing, blaming, complaining, nagging, or finding fault with another person is not giving love. You have to be happy to receive the happy versions of other people. The force of love presents you with a whole array of personal, emotional trainers disguised as everyday people, but they're all training you to choose love. You can stick everything you love and want to you by looking for the things you love in other people and saying yes to those qualities with all of your heart. You can't talk about or hear negativity and have good feelings. Life is presenting every person and circumstance to you so you can choose what you love and what you don't love. When you react to anything, you are reacting with your feelings, and as you do, you are choosing it. You can't change a negative situation with bad feelings. If you keep reacting negatively, your bad feelings will magnify and multiply the negativity. If you're feeling fantastic, the force of your magnetic field creates a shield that no negativity can penetrate. Changing the way you feel is easy compared to running around trying to change the circumstances of the outside world. Change your feelings, and the outside circumstances will change. The more you give love and feel good, the more magnetic your field becomes and the more it expands, drawing everything and everyone you love to you.